What's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how dropping out of college, so I went to the ASU Polytechnic campus, was actually something that I think acted as a positive catalyst for my success. I want you guys to know that if it was not for me attending ASU and the series of different people that I met there, which now make up like 50% of the people that are part of my team, I would not be where it is that I am today. I really am someone that does enjoy going to school. I'm going to be talking about time and why time was the main reason that I decided to drop out. And when I decided to drop out, I actually quit my job as well. The whole point of this video is the benefit of having more time. I want you guys to know that at this point, I was someone that was already doing well when it came down to trading. I was already doing well when it came down to investing in real estate. With my YouTube content and with like my overall social presence, it wasn't huge. It wasn't anything special. I was doing really well just when it came down to investing in cars and the series of different people that I had around me making up just a very amazing and empowering team. I knew that if I had maybe a little bit more time to spend day trading, right? Or maybe a little bit more time spending with the TechBot Solutions group. Loan Plan Profit didn't exist at the time. So maybe a little bit more time for me to spend to work with our team when it comes down to investing in cars. Or maybe a little bit more time to be able to either create content for my YouTube channel when some opportunity presents itself, or to be able to take advantage of an opportunity that's outside of Arizona that I wouldn't be able to because maybe I either had to go to school or had to go to work. And again, it's the convenience and the luxury of being able to, do what it is that I want to do because I have no restrictions when it comes down to having to go to class, right, or having to go to work. One of the things that I want to make sure that is super clear is that I'm not trying to encourage anyone to drop out. I was in a position where I thought that in my life and the different opportunities that I had presenting themselves, that it was kind of like not a make it or break it, but it was very obvious that these opportunities were not always going to be present. I always knew that I could always go back to school if I wanted to, and I'm someone that was very proactively taking advantage of any opportunities that I saw presented to me. And this led me to be, I think the sole reason why I was okay with dropping out of college and quitting my job is because I felt like I was an action taker. And this is something that I think that really separates me from a lot of people that are aspiring entrepreneurs or investors, is that I'm someone that, thinks about the risk and thinks about the pros and the cons of a certain opportunity, but I try to not make excuses. I try to understand the situation and then make my decision quickly based off of that. I feel like so many people today, when they're either going to school and maybe that's not something that you're extremely passionate about, but you're deciding to maybe pursue a different market, you're not going in 100%. I was 150% invested into my businesses, into my team, into my overall community that I worked so hard in creating. And I really think that that is one of the best, if I can say best practices that I've been able to implement that has led and acted as a positive catalyst for my success. I feel like a lot of people, when they do decide to drop out of school, unfortunately are not, in the same position that I was, and really just hope that some opportunity just presents themselves, in the lap, or that they just want extra time to maybe play video games or just to be lollygagging. That was not, my assumption nor my plan at all. I was someone that still woke up at 5 to 6 in the morning and didn't go to sleep from midnight to 2 a.m. And I was working all the time with my team because this is something that we were extremely passionate about, and we understood that we had a lot in the line, and we wanted to make sure that we did everything in our power to be successful. And I think that's what has put me in the position that I am today. When it came down to working and spending more time with our team, really expanding our team and being able to identify the different responsibilities that I can begin to hand out that I no longer needed to do, which then allowed me to focus a little bit more on, at one point, working with the Learn Plan Profit team and engaging with them a little bit more, working with the TechBot Solutions team and creating more content that is, better guided towards them, working a little bit more with other influencers and doing collabs or collaborations, which overall then just grew the channel as well. This was a luxury that I had because I didn't have the responsibility of having to go to school. So I was not, in a sense, restricted due to time. Another thing was, traveling for work. When it came down to having meetings with the different partners that we had in California and in Florida, this was something that I would not have been able to do if I was in school due to my overall schedule already. I was someone that was working already 3 to 4 days out of the week and going to school 2 to 3 days out of the week as well, which left very little time for me to focus on my actual work to grow my business. And just like I said, the final thing was just the overall convenience of being able to have the luxury and the time of being able to take advantage of any opportunities when they presented themselves. This is something that I think really set us apart when it came down to investing in a series of different properties, partner up with different people that if it didn't come down to me having the extra time to meet up with them, that I would not have been able to make this partnership possible. When it came down to speaking in events and networking with other people, which then led to building relationships and then creating businesses that expanded to something so much greater. This would not have been something possible if I was restricted due to the time that I was spending in school. Again, the sole reason that I decided to drop out of college was because I saw certain opportunities that were presenting themselves while I was in school or while I was in work that were, in my opinion, once-in-a-lifetime opportunities, and I was not able to take action because I was restricted due to my work schedule or due to my student schedule. And that is why when I laid it out, the pros and the cons, I knew that I was someone that was very driven, that understood that I truly did as something that would be very self-fulfilling for myself and for my parents, that I could decide to go back to school if that were to be the case. But I knew that with these different opportunities that were presenting themselves that I thought to be rather unique, I decided to take initiative, take action, drop out of both school and quit my job, and then decided to take action, which then led me to be in the position that I am today. Again, I do not want to say that dropping out of college will put you in the same position of where it is that I am today. I just want to make sure that you understand that I was someone that was staying busy and proactively always searching and looking for new opportunities. My mom was always someone that said at a very early age, for those that look, find. And if you're someone that's proactively looking for taking advantage of the opportunity and actually taking action, then I think the extra time can be of benefit to maybe you or your business. But if you're someone that maybe hasn't been presented a certain opportunity and is still looking, and working and going to school can be something that you can accommodate due to your current schedule, then I don't see any reason on why you necessarily have to drop out. Again, these are simply my opinions. I just wanted to share it, and I also just wanted to share my experience on why I decided to drop out of college. I hope I earned your thumbs up. Feel free to share any comments down below, and let me know if you guys want me to answer any questions about my experience attending Arizona State University Polytechnic campus. Again, for all those that are going to be asking, my major is Technological Entrepreneurship and Management. It's a fancy name for an entrepreneurship degree, and it was under the Fulton School of Engineering. Thank you guys again for your time. Like always, continue working hard, continue following your dreams, let your passion be what drives your success. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.